everybody, it's Mrs. Sumerlin, and I am here to talk to you about annotated bibliography. The annotated bibliography is your next step on the senior project process, and we want to make sure that you get started in a good way. So I'm here to explain some things. So an annotated bibliography is a big fancy term for so annotated means to take notes on, and bibliography means list of sources. So really this is a list of sources on which you have taken notes. And why do you want to do that? Well, because if you're going to write about a topic, if you're going to be an informed individual about a subject, you have to have background knowledge and information first. You can't just walk into writing a paper and have no evidence or credentials or citations to back you up. You have to have support when you're writing. So this is your annotated bib is going to be one of the ways that you get that support. Okay, so as you work through this annotated bib, your focus might change a little bit. It might become more specific. You might find something else that you want to talk about within that field. That's totally okay. Your annotated bib is going to let you do a lot of exploring of a subject. Now, when it gets down to what the annotated bib should look like, you're going to have an italicized paragraph that explains the topic of your research and sort of why you want to research it. If you're looking at the example that we have here, this is the italicized paragraph. And you notice it's in italics because it makes it look different from the rest of the paragraphs you're going to write. And it's very simple. For my senior project, I am interested in researching poverty or whatever it is you're going to research. And you just tell your teacher what you're researching and why you're researching it. You're looking at probably like 4 to 5 sentences. The next part is you're going to have a minimum of 5 sources. Your teacher is going to tell you specifically what kind of sources they want from you. For my students, the Sumerlin students, you're going to need to have 3 sources from Galileo or EBSCOhost or something that is a peer-reviewed search engine. And you can have 2 what I call open sources. Those can be interviews, those could be news articles, those could be from organizations. They still have to be credible, but they can be outside that peer-reviewed space. You're going to have a proper APA citation. Here at Grovetown High School, we use APA, along with a summary of each work, and about 4 to 5 sentences. So you want the citation because that's what's going to go on your research paper, and it's going to help you find that article again when you go to write your research paper. And you want a summary of the work so that you don't have to read the entire article over again to find the one you want to include in your paper. And it also helps you to understand the work better. It helps you to understand the article if you can read it and then summarize it. That's just a strategy for comprehension. So this is what that is going to look like sort of in the long run. You have your citation right here, then your summary. There's a citation and a summary, a citation and a summary. That's the way it is organized. Okay, so formatting. Now, you really shouldn't have a problem with formatting because your teacher is going to give you a format. So all you have to do is fill in the information and plug and play. But if somehow that format gets messed up and you have to recreate it, there are lots of templates that you can use. We're going to be following, again, APA format. You're going to call this annotated bibliography because you don't have to get cute and clever. That's just the title of it. Just go ahead and call it annotated bibliography and move on. You're going to alphabetize your entries. So you're going to go from A to Z. Usually the thing you're alphabetizing is the author's last name. If your article doesn't have an author, you might want to double think that to make sure that that's a good source, but then you'll go by the first word. So Jones is going to come before Williams if we're talking about people who've written articles. You're going to single space your focus paragraph and your summaries. And then you're going to double space your entries. This is a place where students mess up a lot. So just be aware. This is single spaced. There's that paragraph, that topic paragraph. This is double spaced. That is your citation. Single spaced summary. Double spaced citation. Single spaced, double spaced, single spaced. The citations are the only thing being double spaced. That is a little bit different from APA format, where APA format says everything is double spaced. I am telling you, and your teacher will tell you, only the entries here are double spaced. Now let's look at the rubric. Some of us are doing annotated bibs, and some of us are doing lit reviews, so make sure that you have followed your teacher's guide on what we're doing. My students and a lot of us are doing annotated bibs. So you're going to have 5 credible sources either way, and that's going to be worth a total of 15 points. So, 15 divided by 5, you know that these sources are worth about 3 points apiece. That's just for having the source and having it be a credible source. Your citations, if your citations are accurate, that's going to get you 15 more points. I'm going to make another video here on tips and tricks to improve the research process and citing your information. So pay attention to that if that citation accuracy is something that you're concerned about. Because again, citing sources is hard. Format. The format is something that you should get those points on because again, we're giving you that format, but you need to make sure that your class info, your header, your spacing, your margins, your 12-point font, those are all normal. Margins and font are where people lose points because sometimes Google Docs wants it to be 11-point font. Just be aware. You're smarter than the computer, be smarter than the computer. This document is correctly formatted as an annotated bib or a lit review. So again, we're giving you that format, so you should be able to get 20 points just because you're following the format that you've been handed. Don't get clever, don't get cute, plug and play. We're giving it to you. Content of the annotated bibliography. So the information that you have there is good, is decent, is what it should be, is intelligent, is about the topic, is credible. Overall quality and length. The paragraphs you have are the right length, 4 to 5 sentences. Your citations are right. The document has the correct number. It looks the way it should look. 20 points. Grammar and writing style. You are using appropriate academic language to talk about these sources. No slang, avoid contractions, avoid personal pronouns, be professional. Okay, so that was a quick overview of the annotated bibliography. I have another video coming out with tips and tricks on how to research well and some tools that might help you be more successful in this process. So I'll see you then.